Well, the first trimester is really about getting to know the other participants and the other students, and that started with an orientation week, which was fun-filled and has a lot of team-building activities. Part of that was going on a trip to Outward Bound Singapore and really getting to know each other, doing team-building activities and problem-solving activities and working in groups, which was really a great introduction to the MBA program itself, because an MBA is all about working in groups, working in teams, and thinking through problems creatively. Well, I want to share with you how my two favorite classes were. They were the recess classes for Introduction to Wealth Management and also Life Sciences, a Business Perspective. And what I really liked about these two classes is that they were intensive in nature and they were taught by professionals from the field who were basically taking a week off from work to teach. So the information that we got was very current, very relevant, and taught by very knowledgeable people. The life sciences professor is a manager of a medical device company and has experience working in the pharmaceutical industry, so is a great person to really take us through the industry and the career opportunities and the latest events that are going on. And then the other class was Introduction to Wealth Management, and that was taught by the head of wealth management for UBS in Israel. And again, just a great person to learn from, someone who trains employees himself, who could really provide those industry insights for us and explain the things that were going on in the industry and broaden career opportunities for us as we had a chance to explore those career fields a little bit more. And to show you just how great one of the classes was, the life sciences class, when the class was over and the professor dismissed the class, we were so engaged. We were talking about so many different things and having so many questions that at the end of the class he said, okay, the class is dismissed. Anyone who wants to go can go. And not one person left. Everyone stayed and continued the discussion even past the class time. And I think that really shows you how valuable that individual class was. One of the best parts of the MBA program for me is that I've been so privileged to work with my fellow classmates who I really believe are the future business leaders of the world. They come from all different backgrounds. Our program is 80% international students, and people just from many different countries, many different walks of life. And it's not unusual to be in a group of 4 or 5 or even 6 people and have every single participant come from a different country and from a different industry background. And that really can add to the classes. For instance, I had an operations class, and I was fortunate enough to have somebody in my group who worked in operations and was able to teach me so many things about that industry and about that field and about the coursework. So I think one of the greatest things about this program is the other participants, and they continue to amaze me every day with their energy, their enthusiasm, their business knowledge, and most importantly, their determination. It would be difficult for me to choose only one favorite professor because I've had so many great professors here at NTU. But if I had to choose just one, I would choose John Beck, who taught a course called Leadership and Organizational Behavior. It was an excellent class to learn about different cultures, and certainly Dr. Beck was an excellent professor to teach that subject because he has lived in Asia for a long time. He's originally from the UK, so he understands a lot of the cultural differences that can take place in the workplace, and he taught in a very hands-on and engaging manner and had a lot of different activities. One example of an activity was based on team decision making and based on how the group made decisions, and it was just incredibly insightful because we were able to see at the end of it what the people who were really engaged in the conversation were thinking, what the people who maybe took more of a back seat to negotiating the compromise, what they were thinking. And I think it gave me a lot of insights into how people think and into managing people. So certainly having a class like this, which is very much focused on management, and Dr. Beck is also a psychologist, so he could really tell us a lot about how people think which is very important for any future business leader, such as myself, who wants to aspire to senior management, to know how to manage people and to understand why people behave the way that they do. Well, I got two things from the NANYANG MBA that have really changed my life. The first is the business knowledge and the development of my business mind, which was done through the case study method. That's the methodology of the NANYANG MBA, and it's a really engaging way to learn. It is very interactive, and it leverages on the past experiences that all the different participants bring to the table. The second thing that I've gotten out of the NANYANG MBA is exposure to a wide variety of different career opportunities and different industry sectors. Very often, different employers come to visit the NANYANG MBA participants and explain their industries, explain the career opportunities that are available. And these organizations include HSBC Bank, KPMG, Johnson & Johnson, Accenture, and many others. As for myself, I have secured a summer research project with the Export-Import Bank of the United States. It's a U.S. government agency which focuses on export financing and promoting American exports abroad. And the only reason why I was able to find that research project was because of a class that I had here at the NANYANG MBA on multinational finance. And we talked about the different areas of export financing, the organizations that are involved, and that really opened up a career opportunity for me. So I became interested in that organization. I contacted them, and I was able to put together a research project with them over the summer. And certainly they liked the fact that I had international experience, which I got right here from the NANYANG MBA.